Against Tottenham brings Liverpool to the beautiful city of York, where amidst the sense of history and the eye-catching architecture, the local third division giant killers believe they have a striker designed along classical lines. And he too has an interesting history. 18-year-old Martin Butler gave a remarkably mature performance in the sensational win over Arsenal. And Martin is the son of Ian Butler on the left, who also played for York, but really made his name as a scorer and maker of goals for Hull City.
Butler banks again. It's a good ball there to Paddy Greenwood. Greenwood goes past Canning and a chance to pull one back. Wagstaff coming towards the near post. At the far post is Chilton. Here's Butler. Simpkin to Wagstaff. Simpkin again looking for Butler. It's a fine ball, with Chilton pushing over now to the far post, but coming back again to the near one. Wagstaff! Well, there was a real touch of the old firm there.
Chilton getting up, Howden, a goal! Butler, what a wonderful bit of cohesion! Chilton a header, Howden a header, and the ball finishing in the back of the net from Ian Butler.
I can remember watching a couple of games when he played at York near the end of his career, but I can't remember too much.
Have friends of the family told you about what sort of player he was?
Oh yeah, I've read things about him, I've heard things about him, people telling me that he was supposed to be a brilliant player. I've looked at his scrapbooks as well.
Ian, how like or different from you is Martin in the style of play?
Well, he hasn't got my left foot, but I think he's got a hell of a right foot. And I think he's a bit similar, actually. He likes to take people on, make things happen in the box, and he's done very well. He's had all the confidence in the world over these last few games. It's been magic.
Within the first minute of his first full league game at Cambridge last Saturday, Martin, number 9 in red, tripped by Keith Osgood, a penalty put away by John MacPhail to send York on their way to a 4-0 victory. Martin Butler had a hand in 2 more goals as well, only 5'8", but his header here turned in by Ricky Sbragia. Already First Division managers have noted his potential. So much still to learn, of course, but excellent awareness in this layoff, setting up Dale Banton. And watching every move with a passionate interest is a father with a deep knowledge of the game.
I think you tend to look for his mistakes all the time. You like to see him do well, but you don't mention that. I look for his mistakes and I try and advise him after. But it's more exciting than playing, really, for me.
What sort of advice have you been giving him, particularly about the things that he's got to learn?
I've just generally been watching him play as much as I could and watching his faults and trying to correct him after the games and telling him, and he's listened, and I think it's all coming out now and blossoming.
Do you think that it is an advantage to have a father who knows the game inside out and has played at such a level?
Oh yeah, it's a good advantage, because then he can advise you on all your mistakes, and if anybody is interested in talking to you, then you just have to say, is it all right if I have a word with my dad first, and he can put me right all the time.
How far, sparing Martin's blushes here, how far do you think he can go in the game?
Well, it surprised me the amount of confidence he has been thrown in at the deep end. I mean, I'm very pleased that Dennis has had the confidence to put him in the side, and I think he'll go far. I think he's got the right temperament. He always has had it, and he'll do quite well.
Well, Liverpool are on the horizon.
When I actually get out there, it's just another game, but afterwards, if we win this one, I don't think I'll ever come back down to earth again.
Yeah, Martin Butler, one to be watched this afternoon. But one of the big talking points has been the York pitch, passed as playable this morning. York, of course, handled a similar surface rather well against Arsenal. But is it any worse today, and could Liverpool have problems? Well, here with his match referee Peter Willis and his on-the-spot report is John Helm.
Well, Ian, some of us were here at 6 o'clock this morning, but the good news is the game goes on. As you can see, the straw, and there's been 30 tonnes of it laid here, has been shifted since 6 o'clock this morning. The floodlights were on at that time, and it really has been a mammoth effort by everybody at the club, the directors including, to get rid of all the straw to make sure the game goes on. Now, as to the condition of the pitch, well, I'm sure nobody can tell us better than the referee, Peter Willis. Peter, just how good is the pitch?
The pitch is remarkably good, really, considering the time of year. The straw has obviously done the job that it was intended to do. There is no frost in the ground at all. The pitch is fairly hard in places, as you can see, but the fact that there was no moisture in the ground makes it perfectly safe to play the game this afternoon.
Now, yesterday when I spoke to you, you said you were very conscious of not making this a lottery, not a farce. Now, is there any danger of that?
No, it will be a game of skill, and the players of both sides will be given the opportunity to perform to their abilities, and hopefully the end product will go to the team who have performed best this afternoon.
I think all credit to everybody here to ensure a game of football at all. It's been a terrific effort.
I think it's remarkable. I came here at 3 p.m. yesterday simply because that's the time of kick-off today. We had weather forecasts for 3 p.m. today. The straw on the pitch, keeping the frost out of it. It really has been a marvellous effort, and fortunately we're going to be rewarded, I hope, at 3 o'clock with a first-class game of football.
Absolutely, we're looking forward to it. If you excuse me now, Pete, I'll just get on with my job. Thanks very much
We've
indeed.
still got some to shit. Thank you.
He hasn't done that before, has he?
Never in his life, Helmy, pretending he was a farmer there.
Yes, he was, wasn't he?
Now, I'm glad the game is going on, Jim, and you've got to congratulate York for getting the ground playable.
They have indeed. I don't think they've had the adverse, at least I don't think they have, the conditions that certain parts of the country have had, but however, it's great that the game is going on.
Now, can York do the business, knock Liverpool out,
well,
as they knocked Arsenal
as
out?
you know, Shane, York are my tip for the third division title.
Yes.
And Liverpool are
my tip for the cup.
For the cup. I don't think they're going to win the third division, and I don't think they're going to win the cup either. Now, I think you've got to go for Liverpool, haven't you?
Yeah.
Would you agree with
well,
that?
Well, if you look on form, I mean, York beat Arsenal 1-0 with the penalty. I saw Liverpool the other night hammer Arsenal 3-0 and really did hammer them as well. So on form, I think you've got to say, well, Liverpool should win this one today, but cup tie's been cup ties.
Yeah, but I think Liverpool, with respect, are a little bit
better equipped than Arsenal.
Than Arsenal. So it's Yorkies bar a miracle. Yorkie bar a miracle.